What is vertical integration? Vertical integration is simply owning multiple assets within a supply chain. In an earlier video, I talked about all of the different aspects of a supply chain, the supplier, the manufacturing, the distribution, the retail, and then all of those people that work in organizations that support the activities of a supply chain. So when we look at vertical integration, we're looking at it from the perspective of what we call the focal firm. The focal firm is that company in the middle of the supply chain that owns the end product. They make all of the decisions because it's their product. And based on that company is going to determine what aspect of integration are we looking at. So let's take company A as the focal firm. This is the firm that is in the center of the supply chain. Now, company A doesn't own anything in the supply chain as of now. But let's say company A makes a proposal to their supplier and say, hey, we want to purchase this business that you own for $1.2 billion. And the supplier says, yes, we'll take that. Company A just essentially implemented backward vertical integration because they went backward on the supply chain. Remember, it starts with the supplier and it moves forward, right? So because the focal firm is in the middle, if they move back and purchase the supply aspect, they are implementing backward vertical integration. Now let's look at the other end. Again, the focal firm now only owns the supplier. It doesn't own any retail space. So company A says, we're going to open 10 new stores and sell our products out of our own stores. And in doing that, they are implementing forward vertical integration because they're moving forward on the supply chain. Real simple concept, right? So think about it. This is all about the relationship to the focal firm or the company that owns the final product. Now, company A owns the supply aspect of the supply chain and the retail aspect of the supply chain and have essentially implemented both backward vertical integration and forward vertical integration. Key takeaways. Vertical integration is simply the owning of multiple assets within a supply chain based on the focal firm. When that focal firm moves backwards and purchases the supply aspect, they're implementing backward vertical integration. And when that focal firm moves forward and purchases the retail aspect or opens a new retail store, they're implementing forward vertical integration.